Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria Garrick, and today I'm gonna be getting really real about the challenges I've faced going from being a Division I college athlete to no longer being a part of a team, having any requirements to work out or obligations to be in shape. Yes, so lots of fun stuff. I posted about this on my Instagram a few days ago, and I had so many people respond being like, this happened to me, I feel the same. And I just thought, wow, I need to make a video or do something about this because clearly it's something a lot of people are struggling with. I'm just gonna jump right in and start telling you about my experience and what I've struggled with, and then I'm gonna go for a workout and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So I've always been someone who's been incredibly active. From first grade to the end of high school, I was always playing sports, always outside, always outdoorsy, just an active person. And then when I went to college, obviously that ramped up to be the most extreme, intense kind of fitness I'd ever experienced. Our practice block was from 1 to 6, so we were working out. We were playing volleyball for about 2 to 3 hours a day, and then we had a lift for an hour. So it could be like 4 hours of working out in a day. Not to mention just like biking to class, walking to class, carrying your 30-pound book bag. I mean, those things I like to count as exercise. I'm one of those people that's like, I walked around today to different things, so I worked out. So it was a lot. And I actually got into really great shape. The first thing that was really weird to me about this was being in shape didn't look like the way I thought it was supposed to look. I thought that once I joined this team and was training with them, I would have a clear-cut six-pack, 0% body fat, the most toned legs ever, beautiful arms, I just thought that in shape looks like this, and so I'm gonna look like that. I was completely caught off guard when my in shape didn't look anything like that. I actually needed to carry extra pounds of fat and extra pounds of muscle to play at that level and to survive on that team. And this looked really different for me. Number one, it was nothing close to the in shape I thought I was going to be looking like as a college volleyball player. But number two, I wasn't used to having muscle on my body and feeling bigger. And I also thought that feeling bigger and having muscle was bad. That's just what society had told me. I actually wrote an article about this. I'm not sure if any of you have read it, but I'll put it in the bio. And so it took me a long time to appreciate my muscle and be proud of it. And I spent a long time working on that. A lot of you guys know I struggled with food and eating. If you haven't seen my video on that, you can check it out. And honestly, that video details everything. So I'm skipping, insert that video, and then let's resume here. I eventually realized that how my body looked was not the priority. It was actually what my body could do for me was the priority and the thing I should be paying the most attention to and the thing I should be the most proud of. But anyways, so we get there, right? And I'm loving my athletic build and I'm accepting it. But then I graduate. So all of a sudden you go from this rigorous training schedule, people telling you what to do, to just nothing. And I remember the weirdest thing for me was those first few days after Christmas break when you're just not on the team anymore and you look at the clock and you're like, for the past 4 years, at 2 o'clock, I've been upstairs on the line playing volleyball, and it's 2:10, and I'm in the middle of campus doing whatever I want. My whole team is training, and no one cares that I'm not there. Just weird things to process, especially when you know what's happening, but you're no longer a part of it. But one of the luxuries of being done with sport was I don't have to train. No one is telling me what time to be somewhere, how to work out, what to do with my body, and I don't have to do it. I don't have games, I don't have practice, I don't have anything to be in shape for. And you go from literally training to win a national championship to you have nothing to train for. And as a result, I didn't want to train. And honestly, that's fine. Think about it. I'm assuming if you're a college athlete, have been an athlete your whole life. So at least looking at my story, from like being 13 years old to 22 years old, I was always working out. I had a coach, I had a team, I was pushing my body to its limits. And now I don't have to do that. So I didn't want to do that. I was just like, cool, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. And as a result, I'm doing nothing. But after a while, I would say from a full year and a month or two. So it's been like 13 months. I just didn't really work out. I worked out here and there. Like I would go on a hike. I would maybe join a friend for a workout, maybe go to the gym and putz around and watch a Netflix show while walking on the treadmill, but like nothing significant. Another thing I struggled with was I had this complex of thinking I was too good. So I was like, I'm way too good for like a soul cycle class, or I'm way too good for a core power. Like whatever it was that my friends and family were going to, I was just like, that's nothing compared to like
what I used to do as a college athlete.
You know, my little high horse, terrible. But it's the truth. Like I just thought I've trained so much more intensely.
Keep pushing me.
That none of this is even worth doing. I just thought I was like too good to work out. And there was no way to simulate the workouts of my standard because I didn't have an Olympic lifting set, I didn't have a gym, I didn't have all the resources available for me anymore. That's another thing, is you lose all the equipment and the facilities that you got for 4 years as an athlete. So for a while I was just like, I don't want to work out, and nothing is hard enough or more intense enough for me to even dabble. But then after a while, I started losing my muscle. So like I just felt my booty become jiggly. Like literally when I'm walking, I'm like, I never used to feel the gravity pulling my cheeks until now, because they used to just be muscle. So it was just weird to experience those changes in my body when I'd worked so hard to accept and love that body, and now that body had changed. Also just little things like playing a backyard game or a pickup game or going upstairs and just panting and being out of shape just made me feel like I'm just not fit anymore. And I wanted to get back in shape, but I did not have the emotional want. Like I wanted to up here, but I didn't want to in here. And I was just really patient with myself. I was just like, that's fine, Victoria. If you don't want to work, why was I just so formal with myself?
That's fine, Victoria.
If you don't want to work out, you don't have to. You've worked out for a really long time, doing a lot of hard things. Take a year off, like it's fine. And don't judge yourself when you're not working out. Just fully embrace it and go with it. I had those days where I wanted to work out, and so I did, or I thought that a walk or a hike sounded good, so I did it because I wanted to move my body. And then I had other days and weeks and months where I was like, I don't really want to work out, so I didn't work out. But after all of that time, recently, like a few weeks ago, I've gotten the bug to work out and to get into shape. I just want to be strong. I want to feel strong. I want to be active. I think I'm a better version of myself when I'm sweating and my heart rate's up and I'm strong. I'm not the best version of myself when I don't work out or at least go outside. And along with that, I found a style of working out or moving my body that made me happy, and I liked doing it. That's another thing, is I'd spent so long doing what people told me to do that I just wanted to rebel. And so I tried dance classes, I tried yoga. Like, it's fun to try different things because now you can move your body in a way that makes you happy and that you want to do. And for a while, I just couldn't find out what that is. I tried different things, I couldn't find it, I kept giving up. But recently, one of my good friends sent me this workout. It's called imam, so it's every minute on the minute. And basically the stars aligned. Like, I was already thinking, I wanna get back into shape, I wanna start working out again, I wanna do this. And then my friend sent me this workout and the style looked really interesting. So you do different things each minute, as the title says. And if you finish in time, you're gonna take the rest of the seconds before the minute is up for rest. But then the next minute that happens, you gotta start the next thing right away. So there's no time to like talk yourself out of it, get lazy. Sometimes if I do like a body weight lifting series and I write out like I'm gonna do this squats, this RDLs, I just like, it takes me 2 hours to do it, or I don't really give 100%, and it just doesn't feel like a good workout. Whereas this one, I have no excuse. I have 60 seconds to do something, and if I do it well and I finish fast, I can rest, and then I have the next thing to do. And so I've really enjoyed doing it, and now I've been on this rhythm of every other day I'm doing an imam. And this works well for me and my shower routine because I wash my hair every other day. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of my story. I'm excited to be slowly getting back into shape. Obviously, it sucks and it's not fun to be out of shape and have to get into shape, but once you get into shape, you feel really great and you want to keep that momentum up. So it's just like pushing you know, past those 3 weeks where you're starting, and then on that 4th, 5th week, you're gonna be like, this is easier, I feel so much better, and you keep up that grind and that push. So I'm about to go do an imam workout. Shout out to Tay Che on Instagram. Her imams are the ones I've been doing the most. I absolutely love them. So I'm gonna film the workout. I'll put up exactly what I'm doing if you guys wanna try this at home on your own time. But yes, let's do this. Let's get started. We're working out, we're doing it. Let's go.
I cannot let you go.
Okay, whew, we did it. Aggressive, but that's how I drink water. Sweaty, sweaty. Whew, I feel great. I'm so glad I did that. This is the feeling I used to have leaving the practice gym, showering, and you just feel great. I hope you guys try that at home, and if you like it, let me know. Something I thought about in the workout I wanted to add was, before when I was saying like core power soul cycle workouts, whatever those are, like when I was saying those weren't intense, I'm not saying I was right. Like, I'm trying to tell you guys that I let my standard for a workout be an excuse, when really going to any sort of class would have been better than doing nothing. And that's kind of what I've learned recently, is like, that was a 35-minute workout. Like, it's not an hour, it's not 2 hours, it's 35 minutes. But like, just doing something is better than nothing. So I hope this like at least made you feel like you're not alone in your post-grad struggles or your retirement struggles. And also, one more thing I want to add is, if you're not motivated to work out, like if you're like, yes, 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 Victoria, I agree with you, but not at the motivation part, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to be at my pace, you don't have to be faster than me, you can be slower than me. Like, it took me over a year to get this workout bug back, so if it's not there yet, like, honor it and trust it's gonna come back, because you were an athlete your entire life. It's gonna come back, and if you let it come back as a genuine feeling and a genuine want, it's gonna be so much better in the end, and that's kind of how I feel right now. I also had a really, really great, intimate, intense, and real conversation about this exact thing on my podcast, Real Pod, with Kylie Ross. I don't know if you guys know her channel or you know her, but she's awesome, and she was a Baylor soccer player. And on the episode with her, we just get super real about female athlete body image and all these struggles. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you will love that podcast episode. I will link it down below. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the bell as well so you get notified each time I post. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the other fun platforms. And yeah, check out the podcast. I know you'll love it. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next Thursday.